The holiday season can be stressful, a very stressful time, in fact, for a lot of people. But did you know stress can affect your well-being?
Kaci Aitchison standing by live with Dr. Elizabeth Meade from Swedish here in Seattle to talk about how our emotional health can really impact our physical health. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Yeah, we're not trying to scare anybody, but I do think it's important that we address this issue because so many of us can feel it. Just saying the word holiday and family.
It makes you just want to kind of take a deep breath and pause, right?
So is it just our imaginations? Is there a physical health connection with the stress we're feeling this time of year?
Absolutely. I mean, I think any type of chronic stress, anxiety, depression, these all have really significant physical health impacts for people. There's a very strong connection between the mind and the body, and we don't always understand it, but we certainly know that any sort of mental stress or anxiety can really cause physical symptoms and effects in the long term.
And do doctors see an increase in cases this time of year?
You know, we tend to see a lot of people kind of stressed out. There's this sort of myth that suicides go up around the holidays that actually has been pretty well dispelled by the numbers.
Wow. Okay.
But we do see a lot of people stressed out. It's a really stressful time. I think people are traveling a lot. It's expensive, you're worried about money, you're trying to get all the good gifts for your kids, you're cooking more, you know, and you have all these social engagements, and so people are doing a lot less sleeping and a lot more eating and drinking and sometimes less exercise, and all of that can really contribute too.
Can you help us understand maybe physically how it feels when maybe the stress is impacting us? Because I know for me, I feel like I'm feeling it in a health way.
A lot of people will have sort of minor symptoms. They might have headaches or feel kind of like their jaw is tight, or you know, people will say I kind of carry the stress in my back or my muscles or my neck. But certainly sleep we see impacted, so people having a hard time falling asleep or staying asleep, just, you know, having a short fuse. I think during the day, maybe behaving in ways that aren't normal for yourself, really kind of reactive in a way that you're not normally reactive, can be all signs that it's just a little more stress than usual and maybe time to sort of think about nipping it in the bud.
How can we nip it in the bud? I mean, at all?
I think at this time, and we talk a lot about, you know, try to stick to your normal healthy diet, try to move throughout your day, get physical activity, all those sorts of things, drink water, not as much alcohol. We talk about that a lot, but I think there's lots of other things people can do, and one thing that's really important is to sort of figure out what recharges you, and that's different for everyone. So some people are like, I just need some alone time. Some people really want to exercise, and that helps them. Journaling, whatever it is that makes you kind of reset and feel like your stress levels go down, find time for that and really make those things your go-to so that you're not always turning to food or to a glass of wine every time you feel stressed out.
What about people who struggle with anxiety and or depression, both medical advice for them, but also for family members and friends, and how we can help each other?
It's a tough time. I mean, this time of year, I think we talk a lot about this sort of hyper comparison during this time of year. So we all do this normally, right? On social media, we're always comparing ourselves to other people, and everything looks totally perfect, and I think that is just really exaggerated during the holiday time. So people are posting their perfect family photo and their decorations and the gifts they're getting for people, and I think it can feel really isolating and lonely for people who may not feel like their life is the same, or maybe missing loved ones that aren't around anymore. So there's lots of things that can sort of spiral for people, I think, at this time of the year.
But as you say, the best way to try and stave that off is to make time for yourself and be there.
Yeah, make time for yourself. Again, keep up those general healthy habits that we talk about. You know, we do see increased things like heart attacks at this time of year, and so making sure that you're really paying attention to your body and your symptoms, and if you feel like anything is truly off physically, get it checked out by your doctor, because it may be a warning sign of something else.
Great advice. Dr. Elizabeth Meade, thank you so much.
Thanks.
We really appreciate it, and we've been starting a conversation with you in our 5-5 about some of the strategies that you're using to combat the stress, specifically with interacting with family members over the holidays. So we've got some great tips and ideas, and you can join the conversation just by texting the word HIVE to 206-448-4545. Guys.
Thank you, Kaci, and thank you, Dr. Meade.